talking about damn near 2 years at this point, right? Like, do you let yourself get excited now, or do you have to wait until Saturday before you really start feeling it?
I'm getting excited just getting back in here, doing all this stuff. It's been a long time. I had some bumps along the way this last year and a half. So just excited to get back in there, do what I love, man. It's, great to be back in Texas.
It's crazy, right? Because there were so many things that happened, right? It wasn't like one thing. It was like all these little things, some your fault, some not. I mean, how have you dealt with this? Has this been a difficult time for you, I guess, like kind of mentally or just in your career, like staying happy, staying focused?
At first it was, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of hard, obviously that last fight with Chanel, when I missed weight, it was more of my ego. I should not accepted that fight in Houston. I should just give myself a break, going through so many camps and stuff, but my ego, kind of like, nah, I gotta fight. I've been doing all these camps, I gotta fight. I should just take a break and stuff, but you live and you learn, and kind of just take it, with a grain of salt. I gotta hang out with my son a little bit, took some time off, gotta hang out with my son and stuff, so life's good.
Nice. And then you get Pantoja here as an opponent. I mean, certainly still right up at the top of the division, right? I mean, was there any thought of like, well, it's been a while, let's slide back a little bit, maybe kind of ease our way back in the division, or did you want a top contender?
Mick Maynard probably gets annoyed at me because every time there's a card in Vegas, I text him, hey, I could make 130, 135s, take a short notice fight because I want to fight. It doesn't matter who it is. I was supposed to fight Askar, he got hurt, and I was like, hey, I still want to fight. Like, they're like, oh, you want to wait? I'm like, no, I'm not waiting. Like, we're gonna get this fight. I don't care who it is. So I was just happy to get back in the in the groove of things, get a new opponent, and go from there.
Even though it's been a long time, I mean, you're still number 6 in the world, right? You fought for a title. I mean, are you thinking about where this puts you in terms of rankings? Because I mean, you're still right there at the top. I know there's a lot going on right now at the top of the division, but you're still right there. So are you thinking about that?
Not really. I just got to worry about Saturday. Got to worry about Pantoja. He's dangerous everywhere. Not too many guys are wanting to fight him. He's probably one of the tougher guys in the division. Hits hard, good jiu-jitsu, good grappling, good everywhere, So it comes from a great team. So I'm just happy to be back in there.
Yeah. Dallas, sold out, full arena. This is a special moment for you?
Yeah, man, it's been a long time since I had fans. Last couple times I fought was in the Apex. Now I got fans. My son's going to be here for the first time. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. He comes in Thursday night, so I'm excited to see him, when I'm cutting weight and stuff, and just something to look forward to.
That's awesome. How old is he?
He's a year and a half.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a year and a half, and he's a tank.
I love it. Last thing for me, I mean, what's the goal here? Like I said, it's been a long time. I know you're excited just to compete again, but is it just like, hey, let's just get in there and let's just, feel it out and get a win? Or is it like, no, we got to go in here, we got to make a statement, show the world like we're still relevant in this division?
My goal is to go in there and win, man. Collect 2 checks, That's the biggest thing for me. If I get fight of the night, performance of the night, that's just a bonus. But for me, is go out there, make a statement, get the win, dominate everywhere, and, move on to the next one.
Alex over here. You talked about like when you were texting Mick, like you would take these short notice fights at 130, 135. Were those against other flyweights, or were you just like, I'll fight a bantamweight too, I just want to get in there?
Anybody. I tell people all the time, I don't get paid to sit on the couch, I get paid to fight, and you got a short time that you're going to be fighting for. So, I want to make as much money as possible, so I'm trying to fight every week if I can,
Did they ever actually offer you like one of those guys?
A couple times they offered it to the other guy. And they're like, oh no, we different option, and which is cool, I'm just offering my services. I want to fight, I want to stay, consistent, especially right now, just having this long layoff. So yeah, I'm willing to fight whenever I can.
Then you mentioned specifically about Pantoja, not a lot of guys in the division want to fight him, and I think a lot of people assumed he would be involved in maybe an interim title fight before Kai got that knockout over Cody. Do you think it's because like he doesn't bring a lot of hype in terms of the promotion, and he is so dangerous that so many people don't want to fight him?
I just think because he's dangerous. I think he brings all the hype in the world. You watch him, how many flyweights can knock someone out with one punch. Obviously he's won the last 2. He lost to Askar, won his last 2. He should be in the title picture. But my job isn't the matchmaking or promoting. My job is to fight. So they offered me the fight, and I took it.
Then who do you think wins in the interim title fight at the top of the card?
I'm not too sure, man. They've both gotten better. Moreno's got to a different camp. Kai's gotten a lot better his last couple fights. You watch against Bontarine, right, got put in a bad position, got out, goes out there, knocks Cody Garbrandt out, and then against Askar, one of the better grapplers in the division. I mean, he Askar couldn't take him down, so obviously he's improved. So it's gonna be a fun fight.
Alex over here. What do you think of Matt Phil's fight? I know that you've been booked against him multiple times. It's kind of like Khabib versus Tony, but what do you think of his last war?
It was good. I mean, shit, he can take a punch or an elbow, I guess.
Have you been told, if something happens with the main event, like if someone were to miss weight, would you be one to step in and fill in for that?
No one's told me anything, but I'm always down. I got cardio. I can go 5 rounds. But I'm guessing if anything, it would be Pantoja. He's coming off 2 wins, but if something happens, I'm always willing to step in.
And do you think the winner of this fight is going to be the next one up for the title?
We'll see, man, because there's so much stuff going on at the top. With Davison, not sure if he's going to stay at 25s or go up. And then obviously his interim titles. There'll be one fight, and then they got a fight. So it's like, 2 fights, 3 fights, basically. And not knowing how long, usually champions take a little bit longer between camps, between fights. So I'm not too sure, but I'm willing to fight wherever, whenever.